Well guys, I guess that's it. A YouTuber by the name of Wicked made an exposed video on me and how I might actually be worse than Loppy. Yes, the guy who a minor and multiple underage minors into doing acts. Now, you might be saying, wow, that's terrible. What did Smoothie Dude do that was worse than Loppy? Well, today, I'm going to be addressing Wicked's video and how it's filled with complete lies, out of context screenshots, and slander to my name and my channel. So, let's get to it. And no, this is not going to be an exactly 8-minute video with a 40-second black screen attached to the end to try to maximize off of ad revenue because YouTube lets you put mid-roll ads on 8-minute videos. The video starts off with a small disclaimer that this video isn't meant to cancel anybody and is meant to bring awareness to my not okay behavior. But then he titles the video, "This Roblox YouTuber might actually be worse than Loppy, a known and in the Battlegrounds community." Seeing this title and seeing my avatar with a bunch of Joker ha 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 images around it, like, come on bro. People will get the impression that I'm worse than Loppy and it will give me a horrible appearance. It's even worse when you see that Wicked has a bigger fan base than me, so this could easily ruin my reputation as a YouTuber and possibly even my personal life. He's comparing a teenager who makes teenager jokes to a who's a minor and ran a ball. It's obvious that he titled this to me being worse than Loppy so he can CTR bait people into watching this slop fest of a video. He then talks about how, just like Loppy, I use a female avatar to get more viewers since it's out of the ordinary.
The truth about the battleground scene, or even just gaming in general, especially in the anime niche, is that there are obviously far more boys who do it than girls, and people will be interested in female content creators purely because they're female and different than what we typically see.
This is just untrue, man. Oh my god. I don't use my avatar to get viewers because it's hot. I'm merely cosplaying a character I like from Genshin. It's not like I even put Gooner bait accessories or skimpy clothing on my Farina avatar. It's simply a cosplay, something everybody does on Roblox. The difference between me and Loppy is that I'm simply cosplaying while Loppy based it on his female persona, which he also had soft corn made for it. I even explained in my Q&A that it was a cosplay, which if you watched the video you would see, but of course you didn't. Bold of me to assume that Wicked will put effort into his channel. He then proceeds to show an out of context screenshot of me saying that I like on my Discord. This was from a conversation I was having with my friend where we were talking about COD points. You know, the currency from Call of Duty. The abbreviation is so no, I don't like actual. Now let's get to the first point he makes in his video.
Some may say it's out of context, but there is quite literally no context in which what he says here is okay. Let's play.
I don't give a shit. I don't care. Notice how before he plays the clip, he states that there is no context for the clip, but then proceeds to show context. The context here is very clear. I was fighting someone in Heroes Battlegrounds when I made the comment. Anybody with a brain cell can clearly understand that in this context, the word does not have the same weight as it does in other situations. This was very obviously said in the context of me planning on destroying this kid. You then go on to say,
if this was a 2016 COD lobby, I suppose I could turn a blind eye.
This is stupid for so many reasons. Saying this means that you are acknowledging all of this is an edgy joke. You are saying yourself that this could pass in a 2016 COD lobby. This proves that you are capable of understanding the shit I say are jokes, but want to act stupid for no apparent reason.
No, this guy even has Loppy in his thumbnails. And I'm pretty sure I've even seen him use them for Awakening outfits as well before, but that may be wrong. Okay, don't quote me on that last part. That may be wrong.
I legit only use Loppy as an Awakening avatar for a joke, and I put him in the thumbnail as a joke. I'm literally black flashing him. And also, you have no right to talk, like honestly. You make videos and collab with another creator called Mango Pool. This instantly proves that you don't give a single fuck about anything used in thumbnails to bait clicks. For those of you who are living under a rock, Mango Pool is the absolute king of click farming. Time and time again, he has proven that he does not care about what he puts in his thumbnails and even resorting to weird fetishes and of fictional characters in his videos. This is not to point the blame onto someone else. This is to mention how much of a hypocrite you are. Let's shift our focus to this YouTube video in particular, TSB's worst YouTuber exposed. This is a 6-minute video going over all of the weird shit Manglepool does in his thumbnails. Can you guys guess what Wicked did after watching this video criticizing Manglepool? Make a comment on the video that not only doesn't mention anything said in the video, but completely changes the topic to Smoothie Dude. Yes, this is the 100% non-biased Nick A30 of Roblox Battlegrounds some of you idiots support. Wicked not only does this, but multiple times in the video he says I'm thousands of kids with absolutely no proof. I'll explain some of this later, but I really don't think Wicked understands what actually is. This image clearly states what a is. I have not done anything close to this with my fan base. The closest thing you will get to me is an edgy joke about not accepting teammates, which is an obvious joke. If you scroll down to the comments, which I remind you has literally nobody on his side, there was a comment stating how he's not trying to defame me. He has since deleted this. Why? I don't fucking know. But besides that, he blatantly contradicts this comment in his video. Yes, this is not an attempt to defame Smoothie Dude, but also everybody make sure not to watch this guy. Like, how are you gonna contradict yourself in your own video, bro? Now let's talk about the stuff I posted on YouTube that makes me the next Loppy. This is the first video. Reading the caption initially, you could see why an old ass person like Wicked that probably hasn't been on Instagram Reels or TikTok in a minute will think that this is making me the next Loppy. Also, I'd like to just mention how he repeatedly keeps throwing around Loppy to accuse me of being a without actually accusing me of being a. He says this because I am apparently taking the same path as Loppy. What Wicked fails to understand that what made Loppy a is not what type of content he made, nor his avatar, not even the femboy remarks he made. What made Loppy a is doing activities. Loppy did weird shit with following his path by using a girl avatar, which I stated before is a video game character I made, is just stupid. Back to the video. This video is a TikTok trend. Wow, what a surprise I didn't come up with this myself. I'm sorry. According to Wicked, if following an edgy TikTok trend makes you a PDF, then everybody who participated and hearted these videos are most likely becoming PDFs. Something in the back of my mind makes me think that Wicked was actually gooning to the HVG Nomu. Like, there's just no way he thought I was serious with this short, bro. How? The next is pretty much the exact same thing, except instead of a TikTok trend, it's an already made Instagram reel just recreated in HBG.
You hit in this spot. Oh, you hit in this spot. You hit.
Now for the mask. Wicked here shows comments of people asking when the femboy ASMR is. This is literally a inside joke I have with my community. I only put it in the thumbnail because it's just funny. Like, that's really it. The impressionable youth he shows in this part of the video. Some of these people literally commented on the video saying how much bullshit is in this video. By his logic, people commenting stuff like this will make him a Loppy too, as he has comments like this as well.
We're all just comments from one video alone, which in that video, it is quite literally just him baiting and feeding into the promotion of femboy ASMR gameplay.
Alright, Wicked. I knew you were a fucking dumbass, but I did not know you were this dumb. If you want to make a good debunk video, you can't just straight up lie in the video, show no proof, and expect people don't notice. This is a video of me doing Heroes Battlegrounds challenges. Nowhere in the video do I do anything remotely close to femboy ASMR gameplay. So Wicked, would you please care to explain why we have resorted to just lying with no strings attached? Now sure, Wicked is a dumbass, but he does have one good point in this video, which also happens to be the point that I already apologized for months ago. In one of my videos, I show an although fully censored inappropriate image. I have since removed this. He then states in the video, I only did it because I was afraid of the consequences of my actions. The real reason I did it was that I didn't want Wicked or someone to paint me in a bad light for a joke that I already apologized for long ago in a community post, and could easily just bombard me with hate for something obviously meant as a joke. A very weird and out-of-pocket joke, I'll admit, and I since apologized and stopped doing this completely. He then again states that these are the exact steps you follow to become a just like Loppy. Huh? What was that? I swear, I just heard some bullshit. What was that? This idiot has stated that he calls me a Loppy because of the shit I do, not to accuse me of being a but right here, he clearly tries to call me a predator just like Loppy. This is now twice where Wicked has blatantly lied in his video. He then tries to subtly call me a again by saying as soon as I turn 18, I'm going to be legally a from stuff like this, which is just wrong. And jokes don't turn you into a legal being a turns you into a legal. He needs to understand the difference.
As far as why I made a video like this, I believe it's my duty to use my platform for good, and at the very least to protect you guys from weirdos and creeps trying to take advantage of the fact that most of you are so young and innocent.
Ignores Mango Pool, but shames thumbnails that are arguably nowhere near as bad as some of the shit Mango Pool has done, and adds a 40-second black screen to reach 8 minutes. Yes, there is surely no other motive for making this video. As I'm writing the script, he changed the title, meaning that he has acknowledged that his title was less an attempt to call out my edgy jokes and more of an attempt to call me a His old title was getting me compared to Podamer in some of these comments. If you don't know already, Podamer had I know this is not directly in Wicked's control, but he sort of endorses this with that freaky ass title. Wicked is also planning on dropping a second video if I do respond, which just shows that he really doesn't care about the community at the end of the day. He only cares about getting money from making false accusations and defaming me as a person. But guys, I've been hiding something from you throughout the entire video. The real reason why Wicked made this exposed video on me and tried to call me a was not because he cares about the community or he wants to prevent me from going into another lobby.
By the way, is hilariously ironic because he clowned on me for cosplaying them.
This is the reason why Wicked made this whole dumpster fire of a video on me. Because I called his content and the people who copy his style of content garbage. Think about it. Why didn't he make an exposed video on Mango Pool or approach me in private about my problematic behavior? It's so obvious that he's butthurt that I called his content garbage, so he tried to get rid of me and slander my name with this pile of shit called a video. But you know, Wicked, you've never heard my full opinion on you. So allow me. You have got to be one of the worst battleground YouTubers in history. Your quote-unquote content consists of nothing but absolute slop meant to content farm and make a quick buck because you have no creativity. A passionless bum that unfortunately got big in the battleground scene and now plagues the community with his almost AI-generated videos. Every single video is the same. Horrible gameplay that makes me tear up because of how bad it is. Zero editing because you're that lazy and you couldn't give a single fuck about your content, so why even try to make it bearable to anyone that's not a mindless hollow? Commentary that's so bland, I'd rather listen to Gavin Z beats on repeat. And of course, they're all 8 minutes and above, of course, because as if you weren't greedy enough for making content on the smallest changes and additions, you have to drag on every video for that sweet ad revenue. You tried to get rid of me by defaming my channel, but all you did was reveal to the world how fragile you are to criticism and how money hungry you really are deep down inside. You do not care about the community. You only care about making money off of it. You have not one, not two, but 3 channels dedicated to producing slop and infesting YouTube Battlegrounds content. So no matter what, people are still gonna get your content on the recommended feed. I really have to thank you for still going with that overdone 2023 Blender thumbnail style. At least normal people can tell it's your video and not watch it. But the worst thing about your entire channel and the impact it has on the community is that more talentless bums are copying you. Your little circle jerk friend group posts the exact same videos as you and even copies everything that makes you bad. So you have all of these channels posting the exact same videos as you thinking that they are good. You and your friends just make this huge tidal wave of shit and just consume all of Heroes Battlegrounds content. It ravages everyone's recommended section like the flood from Halo. I'm glad you tried to expose me for being myself and make sure to drag it out because you thought you hit the jackpot in content, huh? It helped people realize how bad you are at making somewhat entertaining content. Make that second response video, Wicked. My points will just be proven. Go back to content farming your audience, Wicked. That's all you're good at.
I knew Loppy was up to no good for 2 years before he got caught. I knew Loppy was up to no good for 2 years before he got caught. I knew Loppy was up to no good for 2 years before he got caught.